Hey y'all, Nico here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining me. I'm Nico. Today I wanted to show you how to get into Ardha Chandrasana, also known as half moon pose. Ardha Chandrasana is great for strengthening your ankles, abs, thighs, glutes, and your spine. It's also good for stretching your calves, your groin, your spine, your hamstrings, your chest, and your shoulders. In addition to those things, half moon pose is great for improving your coordination and your balance. So first I will show you full half moon pose, and then I'll give you a couple modification options if you feel like you aren't quite ready for the full version. So let's begin in a standing position like we're getting ready to attempt triangle pose. So come up standing on our mat, legs out wide. Go ahead and let those left toes point to the front of your mat. From here we'll bring our right hand to its hip and start to shift our weight into the left foot. Now we want our hand up on the fingertips, maybe 12 inches or so in front of that left foot and over towards the pinky toe side. We'll get your hand in position. We'll begin to shift our weight into the left leg, bringing the right leg off the ground, parallel to the floor, or just as high as you can get it. Go ahead and flex that back foot, pressing down through the left heel and into the left fingertips. Now from here, try not to lock your knee out. Try to keep a little micro bend in your knee, and most of your weight should be on the standing leg. So while you're here, go ahead and open your hips over towards the right side, and this may be as far as you go. But if you're comfortable, you can extend this right arm up to the sky. Gaze can be down towards the ground to help you balance, but maybe eventually you'll be able to bring your gaze to the side or bring your gaze up to the sky. And to come out of it, we'll just bring our hand back down to the hip, lowering this foot down again. Whew. Now, this is really a difficult pose. You're gonna feel it, like me just showing you how to do it. I really feel it in my body. As you can see, I had to kind of breathe through it because it just requires a lot of strength. So I'm gonna show you 3 modifications. Modification 1, we'll use a block. If you don't have a yoga block, you can use a book. So you can just take your block, bring it up on its tallest side, and just bring it to where the position of where your hand would be. And kind of move through the same motions. Left hand can come to the hip, but instead of resting our hand on the floor, we'll rest it on the block. Now you can have it on the tallest side, on the medium side, or on the short side. Maybe you work your way up to the shortest side, or maybe you're just comfortable with the lower height of the block. So let's shift our weight forward. Hand rests on the block. Pressing through this lifted heel and pressing down through the left heel as well. Again, most of our weight should be into the standing leg. And then maybe eventually you open your arm, and maybe eventually you turn your gaze up to the sky, which is really hard to do, by the way. So that's modification number 1. Modification number 2, you can have a chair. You can have a chair, or you can have a wall near you. And that just gives you even more height. Starting kind of from that same position. Maybe I bring my hand to the back of the chair. Maybe I bring my hand to the seat of the chair. Lifting my leg off the ground, arm off the ground. Maybe my gaze is down, maybe it's to the side, or maybe it comes up. Just working your way up to where you want to be. Third modification will be kneeling half moon. So for kneeling half moon, we're essentially doing the same pose, but we're down on our knees. Kneeling half moon, it kind of works your right oblique. Like if you're doing it on the left side, it's gonna work that right oblique and vice versa. You'll really feel it in that hip. So feel free to not lift your leg all the way. Feel free to rest your leg, rest your ankle on a block or something just to help your leg get lifted. So we're in that same position, except we're down on our knee. Left hand can probably be all the way flat on the ground. I'm gonna open my hips to the side, bringing my right hand to my right hip, and then lifting my right leg. I really feel it in my glute when I'm doing the kneeling version. And then gaze can be down, maybe it's to the side, maybe eventually it comes up. Requires a little bit of core work. And then lower down. So that is my Ardha Chandrasana tutorial. Remember, it takes time to work your way up to full half moon pose. It's kind of an intermediate pose. I find it to be difficult. You all saw how I was breathing, you all saw how I was holding. So just take your time. Use your block, use your chair, use a wall, use whatever you need to help you to get yourself to where you want to be. Challenge yourself, but also just be patient with your process. If you have any questions about how to get into Ardha Chandrasana or how to modify Ardha Chandrasana, feel free to leave a comment down below in the comment section. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching. Peace and love.